Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready! 54! Watch QB draw! Watch QB draw!
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
To throw on second down. Hope nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check, Mike. 54. Watch the curl. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Hope. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. White now to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. On play action, it's Dobbs. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground is Michel. Nifty move. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A throw complete to Dorsett. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dobbs. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dobbs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Hogue. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun. Hogue. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He's got it to Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They run it with Balaj. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogue. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. We're scoreless after 1.
Check Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54. Yeah.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hogue looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field. Trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Michel on the counter. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mike 5-4. Bring it.
To throw on second down. Hogue brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Balaj. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, watch the ball. Eddie Weapon. Switch. Check 24. Check 24.
Now a carry for Allen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Don't get one truck. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got it. Whoa.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
55.
Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Patriot first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now a carry for White. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. It's complete. James White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Dobbs. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dobbs going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Dobbs now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. Oh, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Come on, set. Come on, 60 out low. Check. Walk 54. And let's get in holes.
Again, it's Balaj. And some room to maneuver. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Dobbs now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On second down, Michel. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Dobbs. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Well, this is caught by Williams. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Hogue. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
52, Mike, 52. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the 38, Dobbs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Going for the deep ball, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, it leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there. That's winning football.
Returnable for Grant. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just giving him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 26. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Check three. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Dobbs into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 ending. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, one set, one set.
Looking to throw on second down. Hogue. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Hogue. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a score closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On the delay, it's Balaj. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's been a remarkable day at the off. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now in desperation. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Come on, boy. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Now.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Dolphins, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.